Switching rally points. Take the objectives.
Not bad.
Taking A. A lockdown. We're in the lead.
Oh my god, how the fuck did I miss that?
Enemy took Charlie.
Frag out.
Oh shit. That was good. I didn't even see you, bro.
Securing C.
Oh my god. I am slacking.
Napalm strike inbound.
There you go.
Taking Bravo. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Need some help on B.
Capture operation successful.
Losing A.
Oh, how the hell did I miss him?
Charlie secure. Artillery targeting detected. Artillery inbound. Securing Alpha. Losing Bravo.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Damn. Good move, bro. It's taking me too long to scope. I gotta get used to this damn suppressor because the gun will jump. He's dead.
Proximity mine has been destroyed.
Make it smarty move.
Losing B.
Oh my God, Riley.
Taking A. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Wow, you are thinking way too motherfucking much, man.
Losing Charlie. Mission goals are in sight. Bring this home. Losing B.
The fuck? Something's wrong with that.
Loyalty to the party, loyalty to the motherland.
22-18, that's not all that great. But
Crush them. Leave no survivor.
Bravo, shut down.
However, one really big thing is the types of the game. For this patch, we only had one type of aim assist for multiplayer, and it was either on or off. That was our options. Now we have 4 different aim assist types to choose from, and in today's video, I wanted to break these down to share exactly what they do to help you guys make an informed decision as to which setting you might want to use. So starting off, it's really important to know that Standard and Legacy are both really similar aim assist types. They're nearly identical. And the same thing goes with Precision and Focusing. However, those 2 different groups are very different from each other. Now, one thing that's common across all of the groups is the range at which the aim assist is working for you. With the Milano SMG, for instance, our aim down sight aim assist range is 63 meters no matter which aim assist type you're using, and our hipfire aim assist range is 19 meters. Again, doesn't matter which one of these settings you're using. So the aim assist type that you're using doesn't determine the range of your aim assist at all. Now, one of the big differences between these 2 groups that we have is with Standard and Legacy, we get aim assist slowdown, which is the aim assist you get when you sweep your aim across the target, and then it just slows down your sensitivity. And on top of that, we get aim assist rotation.
Kill confirmed.
Only applies if your feet are moving, so you have to
Spetsnaz operators, you're free to engage.
and in this case, you slightly rotate your body in order to help you stay on the target while you're with Precision and Focusing, we only get aim assist. You aren't touching your right analog stick, you won't be getting any aim assist at all. You don't get that rotational aim assist, so that's one of the big trade-offs to using Precision or Focusing. Additionally, there's something I wanted to mention here, which is going to be obvious to many people, but there's still a lot of misconceptions about this. None of these aim assist types will give you any form of snapping onto target. So if you aim down sight near target but not quite on the target, none of these aim assist types are going to snap. I've seen a lot of players claiming that this happens in COD multiplayer, and it never has. It's strictly reserved for zombies and campaigns. Now we have that out of the way.
Let's make it deal.
And the first thing is aim assist bubble, as I like to call it. The areas around the target where your aim will start to slow down, your sensitivity will effectively reduce if you're easily in that area. And with Legacy, they appear to have the exact same aim assist bubble. Like this. It's a very wide bubble after the target. And this means these aim assist bubbles only help you get toward the general area of your target. And then once you get in that bubble, you need to make aim assist adjustments. You're going to now have sensitivity, which makes those minor adjustments easier while you're in that bubble. Contrasting that with Precision and Focusing, and you can see that aim assist bubble shrinks considerably. And now you've got to be aimed pretty much on target before aim assist starts doing anything for you. Technically, it extends just slightly outside of there. You've got to be pretty much right on target if you want aim assist to be working for you at all. When I sweep over the target with a really low sensitivity, just so you can see things that are slowing down away, you'll see that the aim assist bubble sort of slows your sensitivity across your target.
Proximity mine has been destroyed.
There's nothing here that really sticks you onto the character model or anything. It really does slow your sensitivity. Precision and Focusing really looks pretty much model, it also suddenly releases
damn, I was better off without aim assist.
a lot more with that. But I've also found with these aim assist types, you run a pretty high risk.
Enemy RCXD detected.
If you accidentally sweep a little bit too far, your aim assist will suddenly release, and now you're going to be overshooting.
We're falling behind.
Run, pop up, shoot, bro.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Oh, that was a shot.
That character model. There can often be some
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts. Taking control. Moving the spike. Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Exactly the same. It actually takes slowing things down and really looking at it frame by frame to see any real difference here. But the main thing that I've noticed after putting these side by side and going frame by frame is that the standard aim assist is a little bit stronger than Legacy. And it does seem like
They're taking the lead. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
That sucks.
We've lost the lead. Enemy care package above.
My name is Eva Young, and I'm in the Guardian.
We're in the lead.
This question stumps most people. They think liberals are essentially the same. But they're not. In fact, liberalism and leftism have almost nothing in common. The left has appropriated the word liberal so effectively. Almost every liberals, leftists, and conservatives thinks they're synonymous. But they're not.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Oh, that was good.
They know capitalism members of people. It is true that conservatives do, but liberals never opposed capitalism, and they were never.
Watch your fire, asshole!
Opposition to capitalism.
Hostile spy plane established overhead. Missile launch detected. Hostile RCXD. Enemy napalm strike incoming. Multiple hostile spy planes detected. Hostile care package inbound. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
How in the fuck?
Artillery inbound.
Wow. I might have to go back to standard, bro.
In the 1930s and 1950s, and you'll be watching overtly patriotic America celebrating films.
ahead. Покажите им класс.
America's imperfection.
We're losing the advantage.
The left is the last best move. And regards America,
Hostile attack helicopter inbound.
free speech. No one has been more committed than America. And I will defend to the death America's sake. The left is leading the first widespread suppression of free speech.
How the fuck?
Mission terminated. All squads retreat.
They'll pay for this humiliation.
One by.
Liberals celebrate the West's unique moral, philosophical, artistic, musical, and literary achievements, and have fought them the most revered liberal in American political history, President Franklin Roosevelt, often cited the need to protect Western civilization and even Christian civilization. Yet when President Donald Trump spoke of the need to protect Western civilization in a speech in Warsaw, the left-wing media, also known as the mainstream media, denounced him. They argued that Western civilization is no better than any other, and that Western civilization is just a euphemism for white supremacy. So then, if liberalism and leftism are so different, why don't liberals oppose the left? In a nutshell, because they have been taught all their lives to fear the right. But as one of the best-known liberals in America, Harvard Law School professor Alan Dershowitz said, as a liberal, as an American, and as a Jew, I far more fear the left than the right. Dear liberals, conservatives are not your enemy. The left is. I'm Dennis Prager. To help keep these videos free, please consider making a tax-deductible donation.
But aside from that really subtle difference between these two, I haven't really noticed any other differences in my testing between Standard and Legacy. So now let's move on to precision and focusing. I've been playing around in custom games with both of these settings since this update, and I honestly can't find a difference between these two. I understand the descriptions are completely different, so precision is strong aim assist slowdown that only kicks in when aiming closer to a target, and it's best for accurate players, whereas focusing is strong aim assist slowdown that also kicks in when narrowly missing targets. And this one says it's best for players that are new to stick aiming. I can't figure out the difference between these two, and it was the same story in Modern Warfare, really. I couldn't really tell the difference between them, and I've tried a bunch of things. Like, I tried narrowly missing the target, like shooting near the target but not right on the target. It's not like that increases the hitbox size or anything. It gives me a hit marker. The slowdown feels exactly the same. There's no rotational aim assist at all with either of these, and therefore I don't know what to tell you when it comes to these two. It feels pretty much exactly
What's
the
up?
same, which is strange because apparently one is for accurate players and one is for players that are new to aiming and therefore
Let's go kick some ass, bro.
So I don't really understand the description difference here when they feel
Hey, there's that fake.
But yeah, based on my testing, it doesn't really seem to matter if you go with precision or focusing. They feel exactly the same. And honestly, that pretty much covers it for the different aim assist types and how they work with most guns in the game. However, I did also want to include a section here about sniper rifles. I've seen some misconceptions about aim assist with sniper rifles in Cold War so far, and I wanted to clear that up and also show you guys the difference between these aim assist types, because there is a huge difference. The first thing I want to point out is a misconception. I've seen a lot of people saying that sniper rifles don't have aim assist in Cold War, and that's not true. What is true is sniper rifles don't get any hip-fire aim assist.
Fuck, I should have voted.
So if you're not aiming down sight, you get literally no aim assist, regardless of the aim assist type you're using. However, we do get aim assist while aiming down sight, but it's very, very weak with Standard and Legacy. You can see as I sweep across my target here, there is a little bit of a slowdown, but it's not nearly as much as the regular gun. It's hard to see. So yes, sniper rifles equals perhaps
Just kick some ass, bro. Just kick some ass.
Extreme. As you can see here, we get a
Take the
very
objectives.
strong slowdown as we sweep over our target.
Hardpoint identified.
With the drag scope to be able to pull that trigger at the proper time. If you just sweep across your target with a relatively high sensitivity, as soon as you feel that slowdown, pull the trigger, you're going to be getting drag scopes like crazy. And this did work exactly the same.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
You are going to be
What
swiping
the fuck was that?
or focusing, because if anything, it's a little bit overpowered when it comes to that aim assist, I find. And this is actually one of the reasons that I don't I'm not a
Watch this, Rachel.
focusing.
You see what I'm doing?
And standard are fine because it just gets you within a bubble, and then everything inside that bubble is
I jumped all the way across it.
Whereas precision and focusing, they continue to lock you onto that target, and the only trade-off for that is the long-step aim assist rotation. Additionally, a really big problem when it comes to precision and focusing is these are really exploitable with modded controllers. This is the reason that
Fucking
Hardpoint is
hit
secure.
marker, man.
Hardpoint located.
Why am I getting so
Hardpoint
many
is
hit
secure.
markers from Tundra?
Contesting hardpoint. We lost the hardpoint.
Whereas with the standard or legacy aim assist types, a Cronus Max isn't nearly as effective because it can only really feel out that general bubble surrounding the target rather than exactly where that target is. But of course, that is just my opinion on this. Personally, I'm going to be playing with legacy.
Hardpoint is secure.
Field, and maybe I'll keep guys updated in a future video on this.
Contesting hardpoint.
Testing legacy feels best for me. However, if I'm going to be going for some sniper camos,
Hardpoint contested.
Precision or focusing, because why not take advantage of that setting that's available?
Hardpoint lost.
And also, what do you think about the fact that you added these different types of aim assists? Did you prefer it before, where we just had the one aim assist type for everybody, or do you like it now, where we have the choice between these four?
Hardpoint located.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Bro, how the fuck? Well, I started shooting for him and he killed me. I hit him every goddamn shot. Like, what the fuck this game?
Hardpoint
This
identified.
fucking game is junk.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint lost.
Man, that shit sucks.
I got him. I took him out.
What the fuck?
Fucking hit marker, man. What the fuck is what I'm thinking too, bro? I got fucking 3 hit markers on that with a fucking Tundra.
Yeah, that's what I'm rocking.
Yeah, bro, that shit's fucked up, bro. Is yours maxed out?
Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to get to, what the fuck, man?
Hardpoint located.
I need
You
to
on
get
the
to
road to diamond?
53 to get the
Hardpoint.
stock. I need the stock. So
What,
this
the
motherfucker-
marathon?
Nah, I need the, hold on, where is it? The, airborne.
Oh yeah, the airborne, my bad.
Yeah. Because I'm a quick scoper, I'm not really a sniper. I can snipe my ass off, but I like the quick scope.
Yeah, that's
fun.
what I do, bro. I quick scope. And the Tundra's the slowest ADS and gun on the game.
Yeah. But it hits hard as fuck.
Oh yeah, you're gonna knock him down if you hit him in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Hardpoint locked down.
Because
But if you hit it, If you hit a little under the chest, it's a hit marker.
Yeah. The the other gun, the other sniper rifle. I've already maxed that one out. That one's nice.
Hardpoint
I can do some
identified.
serious
Hardpoint
damage.
locked.
I just
What in the fuck?
I
is
just
going on?
29 just in on that kill.
Let me get.
I just started 2 days ago though.
Yeah.
And plus my Pellington's on 44.
Yeah, my Peloton's maxed out.
We lost the hardpoint.
Alright, that might be a little better.
One right beside you. Yeah, I believe the Pellingtons, it ADS is a lot faster, but it ain't got the knockdown.
Yeah, and the range is what kills you. You know,
Hardpoint
we're on
locked
like Newtown. Oh, I'd murder with that guy.
What the Pellington?
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm always in the top 3 with
Hardpoint
that one.
identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
There's one right there in front of that red car. He just needs
Hardpoint
to.
locked down.
He tried to see for me.
What's your name on here?
Oh, Riley Computer. The computer guy. That's one.
Yeah, you don't see many snipers on here,
Nah. That's
which I
all
like that. I'm gonna add you on here, bro. I need some people that snipe. Can OPS, SMGs, and
Yeah, I got a guy that's
LMGs.
he's good with like any, pretty much any gun, except for quick scoping. And I was trying to tell him, the point of. I tried to teach him how to quick scope. I said the best way is you get used to pulling and get the timing down. But after you get the timing down and you do it, because like when I get on the game, I play for like 4 hours just playing with bots, just so I can get the aiming down. And then it's just a reflex. So if somebody runs up on you, if you can see him in the scope, that took too long. You just turn, shoot. You know what I mean?
Well, on this game here, you actually have to see in the scope where it's not really accurate.
Yeah. Well, one is when I practice without aim assist on. So my shit's
Snipers
pretty.
don't have an assist on this game.
Well, they just added it. They added focused and precision and that's what I'm testing on now. Because I got mine on dynamic and precision, and it's not enough to say it's really doing any motherfucking thing. Because if anything, it makes my shot worse.
They make your shot worse.
Yeah, because how you turn up your ADS is like mine is on 2.8. If you put it on 3, then you're gonna be doing something. Once you get used to it, it's great because your scope's gonna come up faster. But the problem
How do you change your ADS?
Go to settings and then where it says controller, it says horizontal, vertical, and then you got ADS stick sensitivity, low zoom, ADS sensitivity, high zoom. And if you change that, mine's at 2.8.
I'm thinking, alright. And it's right there in controller settings.
Yep.
ADS aim assist. Mine's enabled. Mine was on, I guess.
Yeah. You're playing on a PS4, right?
Yeah. Steady aim behavior. Hold. Now, where was the ADS thing at? ADS aim assist?
It goes to, as soon as you go to controller, it says horizontal, vertical, then this is ADS stick sensitivity low zoom, and ADS stick sensitivity high zoom. And then for...
Does that make it go side to side, or up and down, or does it make it just come in quicker?
It makes it come in quicker.
Hardpoint lost.
So the
I'm
problem
gonna
that
try
you...
mine.
The problem that you
I'm
have...
gonna try mine on 3.
That's kind of high. I mean, if you can handle 3, good. But the problem is trying to follow somebody in the scope. A lot of times you're gonna overshoot. And then when you quick scope, you don't want to turn. You don't want to turn side to side. You want to use your hips.
Holy shit, dude! That made a hell of a difference.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, I didn't know you could change the aim down sight.
I've been competing with people playing them for a PlayStation card. If they beat me, if they can get to 50 before I get to 100, I buy them a PlayStation card. But I ain't found I only got beat one time, and a guy used that EBR, which isn't really a sniper rifle, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Now, if we play, you know, if we play and I let you use any gun, you just have to straight out beat me. And it's not that easy. You know, actually, you're at a disadvantage if you use anything else but a sniper rifle. You know, the problem that I've been running into is I've been adding people on. Damn. Been here all fucking night.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. If I can't talk verbally to you,
Kill confirmed. Spetsnaz ГРУ, you have execute authority. We've pulled ahead.
What the fuck, man? Why can't I lay all the way down, bro?
Enemy spy plane inbound. Hostile sentry turret active. Enemy RCXD detected. Multiple hostile sentry turrets working your AO. Enemy spy plane inbound. We're ahead. Don't let up.
especially if you're using a gun that isn't so great. So in today's video, I wanted to share what I've found to be the best methods for maximizing your weapon XP so that you can gain those levels at least a little bit faster than you might be currently. And the main thing I wanted to test here was the different game modes that you can play, because in this game you can level up while playing zombies, Fireteam Dirty Bomb, or regular multiplayer. All of these things will be leveling up your weapons, as well as your character. Now, unfortunately, in Cold War, at least at this point, there is never any actual indication of weapon XP. So you never get to see exactly how much weapon XP you earn in a match, and even if you earn your weapon level, as well as a progress bar with no stated value. As a result, I had to get a little bit creative with my testing.
But I know I know how to aim and shoot, but I don't know how to throw
all
this.
of my tests within the same weapon level.
You don't have to throw what?
And for me, this turned out to be the QBZ-83,
Can they
which
hear me?
was at weapon level 11 when I started my testing. And the first mode I wanted to test was Fireteam Dirty Bomb, because before my testing I really felt like weapon levels were coming much faster in that mode, and I wanted to test to see if this is true. So what I did is I took a screenshot of my progress bar for the QBZ at level 11 before the game, then I hopped in, I got one single kill, and I measured where that progress bar was at after that kill. And it turns out, with just one kill in Fireteam Dirty Bomb, my progress bar was increased by 24%, which was quite a bit. That actually surprised me a lot. Now, of course, keep in mind, as you get higher and higher with weapon levels, you're going to need more XP per weapon level. So I'm not saying that 24% is going to apply to any weapon level. It just applies to weapon level 11. But still, I found that to be pretty impressive. But then after that, what I did is I hopped into a game of Team Deathmatch, and I did the exact same thing. I got one single kill, and I measured how much that progress bar moved. And in this case, it moved by about 10%. And then finally, I wanted to test out zombies, and what I did for this, instead of just getting one zombies kill, which barely moves the progress bar, I killed 10 zombies, and then I measured the progress bar, and it turns out it moved by only 3.6%. So you can see there, if Team Deathmatch is our baseline in this case, Fireteam Dirty Bomb gives you a 2.4 times multiplier per kill for weapon XP, which is quite a bit. And for zombies, you need to kill 28 zombies to get the equivalent of one kill in Team Deathmatch. And keep in mind, I did repeat this test at a later zombies round as well, so I tested within the first couple zombies rounds to get those initial 10 kills, and then I also did the same thing where I used a different gun until I got to about 50.
Break and engage. Enemy spy plane inbound. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts. Enemy attack helo above. Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
I was averaging roughly 30 to 35 just for the sake of this example,
Hostile air patrol detected. Heads up, incoming supply drop. Sitrep, they've armed a dirty bomb. Netcall, enemy dirty bomb detonation detected. Detectors indicate increased radioactivity.
And for me and how I tend to play, I average this out to roughly 25 gun kills within a single team deathmatch game, which, including lobby times, that will at least take up about 10 minutes or so. Now, normally I'm actually in the 30-plus kill range for a team deathmatch game, but a good handful of those will be from score streak kills, so that's why I sort of round it down to 25 guns. Deathmatch. And if we do the math on that one, we get 25 of this XP that I made out per minute, which is noticeably less than Fireteam Dirty Bomb. Finally, getting to zombies, what I did here is I started at round 1 and actually set the timer for 20 minutes so that it was equalized with Fireteam Dirty Bomb.
God damn.
And I wanted...
Be advised, radioactivity in your area is decreasing. Enemy attack helo above. Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Enemy spy plane inbound. Heads up, enemies have primed a dirty bomb. They've armed a dirty bomb. Enemy spy plane inbound. Fire team destroyed by enemy action.
God damn.
Hostile counter spy plane set. Hostile sentry turret active. Sit trap. Enemy attack helo above. Radioactive contamination in this area is falling. Enemy air patrol inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound. Your radiation exposure is increasing. Supply drop inbound. Take your uranium to a bomb site.
Fucking kidding me, man. Man, that's fuck that.
how many gun kills I could get on zombies in a 20-minute period. And it turns out I killed almost exactly 200 zombies, so we just rounded to 200. And when we do the math on this one, it is laughably low. We get 3.6 XP per minute. So obviously, zombies is not a very good choice if you're trying to maximize your weapon XP. Now, it is worth mentioning that I did start at round 1 with my timer here. If I started at round 10, for instance, yeah, I'm going to be getting more XP per minute in zombies than the first several rounds, because there's going to be way more zombies to go around to kill. But even then, your earn rate won't even be close to Team Deathmatch. But what this all means for me, at least, is Fireteam Dirty Bomb is absolutely the most effective mode to be playing in order to level up your guns fastest. In fact,
Team Deathmatch.
is about 44%.
The Secretariat are watching. Пусть они гордятся вами.
What the fuck?
To maximize your weapon leveling, absolutely, I'd recommend playing Fireteam Dirty Bomb. However, that's not the only tip that I've got for you today. I did dive a little bit deeper into my testing. I wanted to know exactly what would help you. It's a bit strange when it comes to weapon XP. I found that really the only thing that seems to provide you with weapon XP are going to be eliminations against enemy players, and I say eliminations because it includes either a full kill or a DNA or an assist, essentially. Both of those will give you the same amount of XP as far as I can tell based on my testing, and also destroying streaks that way. And again, based on my testing here, based on what I've been able to see, destroying a UAV, for instance, is roughly the weapon XP that you can get.
Oh shit. Wow.
This is good information to know because LMGs, when you put that barrel on,
Come on, Riley.
Enemy pipeline inbound.
Damn.
You could honestly just sit back and respawn and just take out the streaks when you're done, and you'll get your weapon XP. Especially if you're doing that alongside also playing math. If you get an opportunity, just look up to the sky, shoot down a UAV, and that's basically like getting a free kill for your gun. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what I found.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Platform. They don't have to. All who are playing on PlayStation, you'll get that 25%.
Enemy RCXD detected.
I discovered that Sour had already made a video on this, and it was interesting.
What?
In our testing, and we both got fairly close. However, he ended up going into far more detail than I did. So it makes sense that he went into more detail. That's outside the scope of what I wanted to present in this video. I wanted my video. I'm going to leave a link to really interesting information that he found in Weapon XP. Dive a little bit deeper into the topic. And with that, in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on the current rate of you agree with me? It's
Hostile sentry turret active. We're pulling ahead.
Now I can take something simple. You don't need a big old studio to do what you need.
inbound.
Oh.
Enemy care package above.
God damn it.
Hostile RCXT in your AO. We're pulling ahead. Покажите им класс. Hostile care package inbound.
Oh.
Sentry turret detected in your AO. Citra, napalm strike. Multiple hostile sentry turrets working your AO. Спецназ ГРУ, you have the party's gratitude.
I'm coming for you, Rattler.
And I should also mention that this is while playing solo. You can get more XP if you're playing in a group. As for Fireteam Dirty Bomb, getting 1 kill in that mode moved the bar by 25%, whereas pre-patch it was 24%. This honestly could be exactly the same as pre-patch. There might be a slight measurement error here, so it might be exactly the same. But in either case, I'm sticking with 25% because that's what I measured here. And then finally, 1 kill in Team Deathmatch. Pre-patch would move the bar by 10% at level 11, and post-patch it's now moving by 15%. So a fairly large boost to weapon XP in Team Deathmatch as well. And this does appear to carry over to all of the other 6v6 multiplayer modes as well. There's just slightly different multipliers to your XP depending on which multiplayer mode you're playing, and I just decided to stick to Team Deathmatch to keep things nice and consistent here. So we can already see Zombies got a huge boost to weapon XP, and 6v6 multiplayer mode got a very noticeable increase, although not quite as much of an increase as
Kill confirmed. Best of luck, soldier. Folks back home are counting on you.
Confirming.
We're taking control.
What I'm going to do here is each percentage that's XP is just for the sake of Fireteam Dirty Bomb.
This isn't working. We're behind.
Additionally, like I said, you can increase this XP rate if you play with other people. I play Zombies Pro. I'm sure many of you guys will do far better than 200 kills in the first 2 minutes of the game. And even beyond that, you're probably going to get
Enemy RCXD detected.
but even with those things in mind, you're still not going to quite be able to reach the level of ADM or Fireteam Dirty Bomb. With close guns. Something to be
What
said
the
about
fuck?
using guns that you're not comfortable with in multiplayer. Because keep in mind, 30 kills in a Fireteam Dirty Bomb and 25 kills in a team deathmatch. For me, that's assuming that I'm using at least a half-decent gun. I'm not going to be able to achieve that same
Enemy spy plane inbound. Set rep. Enemy attack helo above. Hostile care package inbound.
What the fuck?
Terrible gun. Can't break the quality of it. Did it on this weapon XP change. It's great to see so far. It has in the right direction. And I'm really excited to see what we have with the next big update as well. It seems like the game is just getting better and better as time goes on. That is just my opinion now. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think of the current weapon XP rate?
Come on.
Hostile care package inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Concealing prox mine.
Hostile RCXD in your AO. Don't do it for me. Get the win for Uncle Sam.
There is no noticeable change to your recoil with any of the optics I've tested on any of the guns. Now, to be clear, there is only a little bit of variance in recoil plots, so this doesn't reduction to your recoil. As far as I can tell, there isn't any difference in recoil with any of the optics. It's a negligible difference. Not like Modern Warfare, where if you use that 1 sight, that 3x sight, that it would actually
The rise of cars beat.
Decide which optic you want, because even though the zoom level might be the same, the size of the optic or the amount of your peripheral vision that it blocks might be different, or also the viewing window of the optic itself. It might be bigger or smaller depending on the optic that you choose. So let's kick it off with the really low zoom optics, the 1.25 zoom optics, and with this one we've got the quick dot LED as well as the microflex LED. And you can see the difference here side by side. The quick dot definitely has a more narrow profile, so it doesn't block as much of your peripheral vision. But the viewing window is definitely smaller, and therefore the frame of the optic itself will end up blocking your target, depending on the range and the situation. Whereas microflex definitely has a bigger viewing window, which could be beneficial depending on your preferences. However, it will block a little bit more of your peripheral vision, especially on the left side of the screen. For me personally, with these ones, it's a pretty close call, but I prefer the microflex LED. Next up, we have our 1.37 zoom optics. That are available on pretty much all of the guns, and then there's sort of a wild card that we'll look at just a little bit. But for the three main ones here, we have the Diamondback, the Millstop, and the Hawkstone. And you can see they are very, very different in a lot of ways. I really don't like the Diamondback at all. I just feel like it's huge and blocks way too much
Domination.
and it also is very small window anyway.
Securing Charlie. Securing B. Capture the objective.
We have a totally different viewing window here. We got a rectangle.
C secure.
It might appeal to some people.
We've taken the lead. Securing Bravo.
But I think most people would agree the Millstop is probably going to be the best. Next up, staying within that same zoom range, 1.37, we have the Fast Point Reflex, which is available on SMG.
Enemy has Alpha. Securing A.
Too much use for you, especially on the left. Over the Millstop, over the Hawkstone. After that, available on SMGs, and it's not really widely available on other guns. And I don't have anything to compare it to in the same zoom range, but I think it's a great looking optic, has a great viewing window. Zooming in a little farther, we have one. And with this,
See that? Pull up and shoot.
now these ones are hardly
Fucking shit.
What the fuck?
Hostiles pipeline established overhead.
And with this, we've got the Vision Tech 2X and
Enemy has B. Taking B. We're losing this fight. Taking Charlie.
How the fuck did I miss that?
Taking A.
Next, we've got the Axial optic, and there's nothing to compare this to because
Alpha secure.
there's like a really secret, unique one that applies to just a small handful of guns. But based on all the ones I've looked into, this is definitely a little further. We've got our Royal and Frost optic, which again, nothing really to compare it to. Just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. And the same thing applies to our RF 6x optic. characteristics to it, and constantly measuring aim at any given moment. Pretty much.
Losing Alpha.
And also you can maybe make an argument that it's
We're being dominated. Get aggressive.
overall pretty interesting optic if you're looking for that 6x zoom. And with that, let's go with the optic, which doesn't really have anything to
This objective will be ours.
You've got this thermal optic, and with it, you can watch all of your
Seed looks down.
And finally, this just leaves us with a couple more optics that are unique to the sniper rifles, and these are
Securing A.
1 and 10 times, as well
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
as crazy. Quite unique compared to previous games. Highest and lowest setting, you can zoom across all of the zoom ranges between those limits that scope has. So I find that
Multiple enemies.
And with that, that's finally going to wrap it up. As well as what they look like, my opinions on them. Which of these optics do you tend to lean toward more? Or are you someone who doesn't like optics at all?
Pull it together. We can still take this.
I'll talk to you guys next time.
Enemy napalm strike incoming. Half time.
They're dead.
Great detail with it.
Switching sides.
Jump right into it and start off with the assault rifle. First up, the AK-47 got a reduced headshot multiplier, so it went from 1.4 times down to 1.3 times. And essentially what this means is now don't even think about headshots.
Take the objectives.
AK-47. They are now useless for you in the match.
Taking Alpha. Alpha lockdown. Enemy has C.
Did get a 3-shot kill. However, post-patch, which is right under that threshold, kill to the head, like you would if you were shooting with the foot. Now, the exception to this is the 20-inch Spetsnaz RPG. Recoil with
Securing B.
and pre-patch, 2 headshots.
Losing A.
Shot with this barrel would give you a 3-shot kill. Now, post-patch, you have to hit every bullet to that head to get a 3-shot kill. That's not likely to happen because it increases the recoil so much, so I still wouldn't recommend using this barrel.
Enemy has A.
Reduced headshot multiplier from 4 down to 1.
Securing C.
One headshot.
Securing Alpha.
Otherwise, it would be a 5-shot kill. You need to hit 2 headshots body shot in order to get that 4-shot kill.
Taking B.
They bumped up its damage range from 4 meters all the way up to 38 meters.
Charlie secure.
Horizontal recoil.
Proximity mine deployed.
Side by side here, honestly, they don't look if I draw a rectangle around the recoil plot on the left, and then I put that exact same rectangle on the recoil path on the right side, back to the side, we can have
Enemy. Bravo. Taking Alpha.
So that's it for the assault rifle.
Body armor available.
Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Losing Charlie. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Civilian rebound strike.
Before this patch, now
Hostile spy plane established overhead. Artillery targeting detected. Net call, incoming artillery. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Which is still going to be a 3-shot kill or a 1-burst kill, and this doesn't change that.
Desperate times mean desperate measures. We have to take this. Taking C. There's no winning this. The conflict, exit hot zone.
They'll pay. This humiliation. They're fucking fire!
Introduction of an upper torso multiplier for these guns that would require you to hit those upper torso headshots in order to get 1-burst kill. That way they will maintain a 1-burst potential, as I feel they should, but it would require a lot more precision, and therefore it would be a lot less frustrating to be dying to. But that is just my opinion on this, and I do want to hear what you guys think about this. Now let's move on to the energy category, and the only one that was touched here was the M60. And the first thing they did is they sped up its aim down sight time from 650 milliseconds down to 600 milliseconds, which is a nice and noticeable boost. Also, they improved its swap time, so you can swap to your pistol or shotgun a little bit faster. I don't know, Chad, actually patch values for this, but just know you can swap weapons a little faster now with the M60. And then finally, its horizontal recoil was also improved. And when we look at it side by side here, you can really clearly see they cut down quite a bit on that horizontal recoil. And I noticed this in game as well. It's much easier to control than it was pre-patch, although it does still have a decent amount of side-to-side bounce. After that, we move into the sniper rifles, and the M82 finally got a buff. The first thing they did is they increased the damage multiplier for the upper torso, so now you can get a one-shot kill to the upper torso with this gun without having to use that barrel that boosts your damage. Also, if you have a green light, that barrel that boosts your damage, the 22.6-inch Tiger Team barrel, your one-hit kill potential will extend to the upper arms as well as the upper chest. So a pretty significant buff already to the M82, but they also buffed its recoil, which unfortunately I didn't have pre-patch settings in, just haven't gotten around to those. But we can see the recoil patch Moving on to the pistols, the Magnum got a couple buffs here. And the first one was an increase to its damage range from 19.05 meters up to 25.4 meters. So not a massive improvement, but a little bit of improvement there. And then on top of this, its fire rate was increased from 180 rounds per minute up to about 200 rounds per minute based on my hand testing. And the reason I had to use hand testing here is this value didn't actually change in the in-game stats. So I'm not too sure what's going on there, but I did do the hand testing on this, and yes, the rate of fire did improve. It's just not stated in-game. But finally, for the weapon balancing changes, let's go. And the Power 77 got decreased damage ranges, although the stated stats didn't change at all, so I don't know what the values are that changed here exactly. But just know the damage ranges have apparently been decreased, and this also applies to using the Task Force Barrel. Now, we saw the same story with the Caliber shotgun as well. We got decreased damage ranges, but again, the in-game stated values didn't change at all. And I don't have any facts to compare it to, but the damage ranges have decreased for the Gallo 12, including the Task Force Barrel as well. And then on top of this, our rate of fire also decreased from 12 rounds per minute down to 180.
Hostile counter spy plane established above. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Ah, shit. Now, assuming you both react at the same time when you use the Gallo 12. And with that finally wraps it up with all the changes that happened with last night's update. However, we've got a few other changes that I want to point out in today's video.
Enemy care package above.
I did an entire video covering this in much greater detail earlier today. But basically, the damage mitigation went from about 65% down to 55%. And it was stated that they increased the viewable minimap area. However, I didn't have any change whatsoever. I wrote this down several weeks ago, and I did the exact same test, and I'm getting the exact same result. So I'm not too sure what's going on with that one, but it doesn't appear to have actually.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Next, Ninja got a bit of a nerf. What they did here is they just removed all of that protection that you had from the field mic, which I have covered in the past.
Enemy RCXD
that no longer
detected.
applies to Ninja, so Ninja does nothing for you against field mics anymore. Instead, they transferred that ability to Spycraft, and then they buffed the crap out of it.
Hostile RCXD on your AO.
No problem, not going to show up on there. You can even be firing a suppressor
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
mic, and you still won't be showing up, which wasn't the case when Ninja had this perk. However, one little thing I noticed is if you step directly on top of the field mic while using Spycraft, then yes, you will appear as a dot for a brief moment. I think this is because what they did here is they actually just reduced the range down to like 0.01 or something like that. So yeah, don't step directly on top of a field mic, and as long as you're using Spycraft, they won't be able to see you. But now let's move into the equipment. There were a few balancing changes here as well. First up, they slightly increased the damage of a frag grenade as well as the Molotov, and they reduced the heal speed on the stim shot. So the amount of time it takes you to actually heal up after you've injected yourself, that value has been increased, so it's going to take a little bit longer for your health to regenerate there. After that, getting into field upgrades, they also adjusted the field mic a little bit against people that aren't using Spycraft. Field mics will now no longer detect people who are crouch walking, aim down sight walking, or swimming. And this is great to see. You don't have to have a perk in order to counter it. If you know there's a field mic around, just crouch and you will be completely hidden from it. Again, if you step right on top of it, yes, you will appear on the radar, but aside from that, this is a great way to counter it. Additionally, for field upgrades, the gas mine got a few buffs here. First up, it now deals more damage. Second, they completely removed the detonation delay, so the moment you trigger it, it goes off. However, they also slightly reduced its effectiveness as far as slowing enemies down. It's not going to slow you down as much if you get hit by that gas. It's just going to be hurting you more now. And this just leaves us with one last change that I wanted to mention in today's video that's more of a general change here. But what they did is they reduced the amount that you get knocked back when you take damage from an enemy player. Now, you guys might remember this from my flinch video, but basically in this game, there's practically no flinch to your point of aim. However, when a bullet hits you, it will actually push you back a little bit. And especially with a sniper rifle, it would really push you back a lot. Like if you received a lot of damage at once, you would jump back super far. However, post-patch, again, being shot in the leg by a sniper rifle, you barely jump back from that. So you shouldn't be noticing that pushback nearly as much as pre-patch. and this is awesome news. I feel like that pushback was very annoying at times, and now we don't have to deal with it nearly as much as we did pre-patch. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for everything I wanted to mention in today's video, where I'm just talking about the gameplay-related changes that happened with the update from last night. There are also a bunch of things that are just setting up for Season 1, but that's outside the scope of this video. Of course, if you want to check out the patch notes for yourself, I will leave them linked in the description down below. Now, as for my overall thoughts on this patch, I think there were a bunch of great changes. I really feel like something different maybe should have been done to the burst rifles. I don't think that's what we are really looking for as a community, but we'll give it some time and see how they play out. I don't anticipate they're going to be much less annoying now than they were pre-patch. And also another thing that I was really hoping to see addressed with this update is something to do with the visibility in this game. I was hoping we would see them try to make some improvement somewhere. However, as far as I can tell at least, I don't think they touched anything in this area. At this point now, I'm just really hoping that all the new character skins and stuff are going to be popping a lot more against the environment, and that will hopefully somewhat indirectly affect the visibility in game. I don't know. That's just at this point one of my biggest gameplay related things. Of course, I'd like to know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this update that we got last night, specifically with the weapon balancing and perk balancing changes that they've made? Are you generally happy with these changes, or are there some changes that you're...
Show them how the CIA does business.
If you enjoyed the video, like is always appreciated. Hit subscribe if you haven't already.
What the fuck? Wow.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Wow. What the fuck? What's the mess of this bullshit? How the fuck, man?
Hostile sentry turret active. Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
What the fuck, man?
Enemy spy plane inbound. Hostile artillery targeting active. Artillery inbound.
You know what it is.
Multiple hostile spy planes detected. Sit rep, napalm strike inbound.
YouTube, do not fuck with the damn sensitivity. Nah, the aim is just bullshit. Had me thinking I was a bum.
Hostile sentry turret active. This isn't how we drilled it. Pull it back. Enemy napalm strike incoming. We've taken the lead.
Oh my god, you almost do. Man.
You did the work of a nation. Come on home. Textbook.
That shit is trash. Then I played a new one. Let me go out here and play a new one to see if I can get a good game. I went 29 and 27 for the win. I won with that shit. I won that shit. 29 and 27. That's coming today. It's gonna fit perfectly with the commentary. You know what I'm saying? These niggas took the fun out the motherfucking game, bro. This shit ain't even fun. It's a whole game, my nigga. Why do people play games?